Alright, everybody, coming back for the last episode of Arcane. Ooh, we're going into this. Everything's coming to a head. Let's see how it goes. We got some Noxians getting involved. We got things coming to a head. I mean, you have to argue, has the powder keg been set off? Was it set off when Jinx blew it up? Was it set up by the fact that, or is it going to be more like Vi suggested, that by taking the supply of Shimmer, Silco's lost his power, basically, and the other guys are going to come in and rip him apart, because they already are. They're already starting to do it. So, we'll have to see. Now, let's just get into this. I'm doing my usual cutoff with the starting point. I'm already smacking the misses. Back to that poor kid. Let's get into this. See the final bit. I figured that Rio had something to do with it, but no, it looks like there's something else involved. It's like he had a choice. Yeah. It's from him. Like shit. Shit. Oh. It's always these parallel views of how to handle a situation. Okay. Interesting. So not completely broken for the between these two. It's like, what is Shimmer? It seems to be there's some living parts in it. It feels like there is. There's something that's tied into. I figured it was Rio, or maybe they have similar creatures to Rio. I still don't know what the mutation was. It's like, what mutation did Rio have that he wanted to keep? Ugh. And where's Victor gonna go now? What's his decisions now with his experimentation costing a life? There's another parallels, like both Victor and Jace have taken a life in pursuit of their goals. An innocent life. Oh. Oh, Jesus, it was her kid. Well, maybe not her kid, but... Oh. It is her son. Yeah, so now it's escalating. Oh, so here comes his ghost of guilt to haunt him. Oh, and what was her research? Did she want to show him? Oh, fuck. Here's a love confession letter. Hmm. Oh, don't tell me you're going back to the damn thing. No. Nah, he's not going to do it. Nope. Yeah. I don't care. There we go. Oh! What was that? What? Oh no. It's like it's got a hold of him now. Oh, she does care. So who is she in conflict? Okay, so yeah, she doesn't have a bond with her family. She's... No. Who's she fighting, though? Because there is the whole thing with Noxus had a whole situation. It's like I don't know where it is in the story. Is it Blackwell or Swain that's in charge of Noxus right now? It's like, is that the conflict that possibly she's referring to? Maybe it's Swain that killed her brother. That killed Mel's brother. Hmm. Spreading her ashes. So what is her mystery invention? Did that get destroyed? Her notes? Oh, is he? Oh, it's a reversal. Both considering suicide and they come and save each other. Oh. No, he can't do it. Yeah. So that's cool. So he can't destroy it, and it protects against him. So yeah. Damn, Victor. Oh, here we go. And this is where Jinx will show up. Oh, oh, she didn't. Oh, she didn't turn on him. Interesting, considering she turned on Vander. Yeah. Okay, so it is her son. Oh, yeah, he totally cares about it. He keeps things that she designs on his desk. How did I not notice that before? If this is just gonna start a gang war. Wait, what's this? Is that a note to try and resolve this? What the? Who sent him that? Oh, yeah, it's Jace. Okay. No, he's not going to do that. Oh no! Now he has to choose. And if he doesn't choose Jinx, she's going to flip out. That's why it's called The Monster You Created. I'm wondering if that's Silco and Jinx it's talking about. Yeah, I guess that's the thing that. Yeah, I guess that's the thing Heimerdinger has all the time. He doesn't. He doesn't realize the progress that can be made. Okay, so Silco. The he built a he built a statue of him. Oh no. Yeah, there she is with her purple eyes. Oh, but now see, here's the thing: is he going to choose Zahn or her, and she thinks he's going to abandon her, and she's going to flip out, and he may not actually do that. Oh no. Yep. Here it goes. Oh no, that's Vi. I thought that was Jinx. That took him a bit to figure out. Like, took out the power guy. Yeah, here we go. But I mean, she practically beat her the first time without tech, so yeah. Gonna kick your ass this time. Come on. Not sure how this is really going to help anybody other than Vi, but whoa! Whoa! Holy crap, did that go through her arm, or did that... I guess it missed her arm or something? Oh, man. Oh, geez, lost a tooth. Oh, get into the epic stuff. Oh, there we go. Barrier shield. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Oh, ruined the jukebox, though. So now it's gonna be all... It's like, what's Silco gonna do? What's gonna happen with Jinx? Oh, shit! It's like, too bad. Like, it doesn't matter. Or is this going back to the lesson? Oh, is that the device she took all those years ago in the Act 1? And now they're going to make the choice. Oh, she took Silco too. Oh, this is the factory. Yeah, see, this is the thing. We don't quite know. It's like, shit. Commander. Yeah. Yeah, it's like we still haven't gotten to whether Silco was going to pick the independence or not. I was like, there's no way she did that. I was like, she's the only reason that Fi got back to you, Jinx. Jesus. She's the one who found her. So it's like, yeah. I think this is part of his own abandonment issues. It's like, yeah, he was abandoned. He's not going to abandon her, but. Oh, shit. Jesus! Oh, the tension. Whoa. Fuck just happened? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, fish bones. That's what happens to it. Oh no, she fired at the council chamber. And it's gonna fire right on that council shot. Alrighty, so I did check it out. There isn't any extra scenes. It just ends on that cliffhanger. I know I probably talked about this already. I had a chance to try and collect my thoughts. Uh, Cliffhanger kind of, I personally kind of bugs me. Cliffhanger endings. I like resolutions, good or bad, but it's like here, because we don't know. You don't know the outcome. You can only imagine what's going to happen with that. With that super, that's the super mega death rocket that she fired off, and it's. I mean, I have to admit that's not the way I expected things to end. I figured because it feels very much like, as far as I know, as I've said, Arcane is a single series for now. There's no, that as far as I know or that I've heard, there's no intention to either continue it with another season or create other Arcane-esque series about other stories in Runeterra in League of Legends. So it's a little sort of stirring. All you can really do is think what's happening. It's like, so you had this sort of point where they were coming to a peaceful resolution. Silco would get everything he wanted, but he'd have to give up Jinx, and he wasn't willing to do that. And it's like, that shows he has sort of a fatherly love, but it also shows fundamentally everything he does is for himself. And I know it's like in some ways, but it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm just, as I said, I was hoping for like a better ending for Jinx and Vi, but it's like here, I wouldn't say necessarily that Jinx has cut her sister off as like they're not sisters anymore. It's more like she's just accepted that they've drifted apart. I mean, that happens in any relationships and in families where you can have those siblings who just, they grow up so different and they drift apart. It's like you could have been close when you were kids, but when you're adults, you don't see eye to eye about things anymore, and things can't. And I guess it's also it's telling you the same thing, that you can't go back to the way things were. It's like, in a way, it's like Jinx was never going to be Powder again. She's Jinx now, and it's like you said. It's like she said, it's like, and for Jinx, you see that she was hoping her sister would love who she is now and not. But I don't see why. I guess no. It's like for Vi, it was about. Again, it's both. For Vi, it's about the past. It's about saving that sister she failed, but she can't. That Powder is gone. She's been gone a long time. She's Jinx now, and it's. And I mean, we've seen the struggles and the issues, but ultimately, her life and her choices have changed her forever. And it's like I said with that line, no, there's no going back. You can't go back to the way things are. You can only go forward, and it's unfortunate that it's come to that. And it's I guess that's just, she's burned. For Jinx, it's just burn it all down. It's like, originally the goal was to create independent Zaun, but that's, I mean, all but shattered now. You can only imagine the consequences of that attack. And with Silco's death, he's the one they made the deal with. With Silco dead and the council attacked, it's all but come to a head now. So, and again, so this is the problem. This is my issue with cliffhangers. Like, yeah, you can make fan fictions and stuff and write your own stories. And there are some that do that. And it's like, for fan fiction, I do enjoy fan fiction, but I always like to stay true to. I never retcon things in my fan fiction. If I ever write fan fiction or fan fiction that I enjoy, I never retcon something ridiculous. So it's like, where do you go from that attack? And you can only see, and it's like it's such an interesting ending, in that it's all the things I wasn't anticipating. I was anticipating, Victor and Jace would have a falling out. The wedges and the rifts that were forming, that we could see forming, would drive them apart, and they both end up, it's like they both have their views of helping the world, and they'd have conflicting opinions about how to go about it, and that would drive them apart. But then you had the circumstance with the hex core, and you now have Victor who's now advocating for destroying it, even though it is his life. It holds the opportunity to save his life. He's willing to sacrifice that for a greater good, if you will, and understanding that there are prices that have terrible prices with Sky that were paid that he didn't want to pay, and he can't destroy it. That's the thing. It's like, one, he can't do it, and I think there was that sort of spark, given the implication like there's some sort of connection between him and the hex core. It's almost like he couldn't, even if he could try to do it, it's like it would stop him, and he needs Jace to destroy it. And it's like, now it's going to be the same thing. It's like, now that Jinx has attacked, Jace is the one who's probably going to be radicalized, and he won't want to destroy the hex core. He'll want to use it against Zaun. And if they continue, this is a hypothetical, if they continue Arcane with another season, and it's like, I'd love to see that now, because I need to know how that ends. I mean, I figure the obvious things. Mel, you had the thing with Mel where she's had her sort of divided loyalties between Piltover and Noxus, as it turns out, but she's always been more it's like she, it's the typical ousted kid from their family. It's like, you want your family's acceptance and love, but then she decided she's found her own family in Piltover, if you will, and so you see that in the painting where she's covered it in gold paint over the red sails of Noxus. It's like she's chosen Piltover and its peaceful resolutions and peace and mercy and other ways, diplomacy over conflict and war and conquest, and now she's probably dead, since she was like right in the direction. Odds are she's definitely dead if they continue this. Like, Mel's definitely dead. Jace and Victor will survive because they're the champions and they are huge key figures in Runeterra. Some of the other council members probably die. I wonder if they might kill off Caitlyn's mother, because that would be a huge, because it feels unresolved. It's like this whole thing was about the thing. It's like, we have the sisters now. It's like that sort of result, but now we have this whole dynamic with stuff now. It's like, if Jinx is responsible for killing Caitlyn's mother, she's going to be full on hellbent on getting at Jinx, and then you'll have Vi, who's sort of caught in the middle. Does she accept that just like Kate said, she's too far gone. She's too far gone, and there's no fixing anything. And it's just, and again, I keep talking like this. Like, as I said before, you can't. There's no fixing Powder. There's no going back to who she was. But, I guess that's, the ultimate moral of the story is you can't go back, only forward. And they both were sort of, throughout this show, they both were sort of stuck in the past in their own way, Vi and Jinx. And Jinx, I suppose Jinx has embraced that it's not going to happen. Her sister's not going to love her like she did in the past anymore. She doesn't seem capable of that. They're just too different now, I guess. And I guess the question is, do we know that from Vi yet? It's like, I guess the thing is, she keeps calling her Powder, so it's like, has Vi given up on getting her sister back and accepted that she's beyond redemption, if you will? I mean, it's like, she'll be Jinx always. She's never going to go back to being Powder, but is Jinx beyond redemption, if you will? So it's also interesting that when you, in that final moment where you saw where Vi was trying to get her to think about all the people that she's had in her life, the good people, Clagger and Milo and Vi and their parents and Vander, they're depicted as monsters coming after her, as opposed to positive things. So it's like the only positive relationship in Jinx's eyes that she had was Silco, and she killed him. It's a very odd. I don't know. I'm not the best I'm not best at a first-time analysis. I probably should have taken more time. And maybe... Man, unwrap it. It's just like... I'm stuck on the cliffhangers. Like, I want to know... I want more. I want to know what happens next from here. You know, all these unresolved things. Because that's the other thing is, you know... You have Jinx that's accepted that they're new. Vi has to come to terms with that. We didn't really see that, but sure she will. And yeah, another unresolved for Jace and Victor, for example, the unresolved thing of the hex core. We didn't see. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm blanking it out, we didn't see Jace destroy the hex core. It still exists. So. It's like there's all these unresolved threads, and it feels like they're gearing up for another season. This feels very much. I would expect, if this were any other TV show, I'd be expecting another season after this. And I wasn't anticipating that. I figured they'd resolve it and then maybe do other stories. I didn't. But then they're also sort of, that's the way you do it when you're building a world. You continue it. So I'm curious where that goes. But I have no idea how long that's going to take. So I'm going in circles, aren't I? I'm definitely going in circles. Oh, it's just like, this is partially why I was kind of kicking myself for starting watching this before the last 3 episodes were out, because just that week, or, you know, the week I had to wait for the final act had me just reeling on what I imagined was going to happen, and then it was nothing like I expected, which is good in its way. I like being surprised. I like that I can't just... that stories and shows and things haven't become so predictable that I can just guess where things are going to go from what little I get before I get there. But yeah, also like resolved things, and it's not, there's so many hanging threads now that now I'm just going to be sitting around waiting for more, and I don't even know if we're going to get more, so I should probably look into that. And I guess your comments, what do you think about this ending? And do you want more Arcane? It's like, I thought it was great. It's great. It's visually great. It's wonderfully directed. And I want more. I need more. I need to know how it goes. How it continues. So, I'm ranting, and I'm going in circles. So, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you like it. Comment below. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.